We can make a YouTube video out of it. After this, we switch matchup. If you win, it's $100. If you lose, nothing happens. Let's see if he's down for that. I think it's better for Incas than what he's saying. Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be doing a nice little $100 challenge against our man Target. We just played him on ranked ladder. He's a 2500 player, very solid player, an expert in closed maps. We'll be playing on the map Fortress. Now we just got a random ranked ladder game where I had 2-ins versus Incas on Fortress, and he said it was 90% chance that 2-ins win. In that game, I won as 2-ins, but I felt like there is some win condition for the Incas, so I offered him a challenge. I said, listen, we can swap the matchup. I'll go Incas, you take 2-ins. If you win, you get $100 a pay up, and if I win, nothing happens. I just get a YouTube video. Just full transparency. I'll post this to YouTube either way. I think it's a very fun video. So this is basically just trying to win with a really hard matchup on a closed map. Now, I just want to say before we get into this that I agree with him that this matchup is very hard. Okay, like I definitely can see why that's the case. But I have a really nice fortress builder that I want to take advantage of, and yeah, that's kind of the reason why I like to play this map. Like I created a really nice builder that just works so perfectly, that makes it so smooth. That I just feel like I get off to such a good start every time. We obviously just played this matchup, so we have some experience on Fortress in this matchup. Like we just finished the 2-ins versus Incas game, so I kind of know a little bit of how I want to play it. Damn, that eagle's taking some damage. Maybe that was a bit risky for me. I have to heal him before the next journey. I can always send a build, but it's not as satisfying. But I think what I learned from that first game is that we really want to rely on the relics in this matchup. We need relics because that's our only win condition in the late game. So on this map Fortress, of course, and I'm happy we're playing this because a lot of people on YouTube have been asking for different maps in Arabia. And listen, I totally understand Arabia could get repetitive, and so the new patch drops. The new patch is going to really spice things up. But what's really cool is that like a map like Fortress, you have your walls, all right? You have your towers, your castle. But the reason why I like this map more than Arena, yeah, I have to use a Vil here, which kind of sucks. It's my bad. The reason why I like this map more than Arena is I feel like you have a bit more options that you can go for. Like you can contest the relics, but you can also go for like a pure boom and ignore them. You can also go for like heavy contest of the relics. You have a bunch of options that I feel like just feel really good. Whereas in Arena, I feel like you kind of always have to contest relics, and I feel like you're just a little bit more limited on your strategies. And I also think the late game is more interesting in Fortress because of how open the map is. So it kind of turns into an open map late game where you can raid and stuff like that, okay? So here we go. Should only have 9 on food, although I could make an exception on this build and go 10. So as far as this matchup goes, the reason why it's so difficult, let me explain that first, and then I'll explain how I want to go ahead and beat it. Excuse me, still sick. Been the slowest recovery of my life, to be fair. Okay, so the reason why this matchup is so difficult is because 2-ins get extra armor on their melee units, so their champions are actually really strong and hard to deal with, which you might think like it's not a problem. We have Incas, you know, his slingers should be like a great counter to infantry, but the reality of it is that if we go for slingers, he has options like skirms to be able to counter that. He always has the option for paladin if we don't tech into help, so you have to watch out for that. And then finally, the ace up his sleeve is the bombard cannon, and that's really what defines the matchup. We don't really have a good counter to the bombard cannon. He could also opt for siege onager, which is also another unit that Incas kind of struggle to defend against. We only have one reasonable option, which is to go for monks with redemption, but even that nowadays, not really the best choice. A lot of people just figured out how to play against that, and with devotion, it makes it a little bit easier as well. All right, so this is the build. Basically, if you guys want to do this one, I highly recommend you guys join my Patreon and get access to it. I have a full PDF doc of all the builders and all the strategy guide. But this Fortress build is included there. Specifically, this one is absolutely brilliant. Like when I came up with this, after like a few tests, it just made so much sense. It was just like, perfect. You don't move the Vils. It's 9 on food here, 4 on berries, 2 on gold, 7 on wood, and it's just absolutely perfect. you'll have everything you need for the market blacksmith, and you'll also have everything you need for the castlage click up time, and then you're going to be set for a boom. It just sets you up perfectly. Alright, so let's talk about some of the good options that Incas can go for to counter what Teutons have. So, starting with Siege Onager, if he goes for that, it's very expensive. I'm going to look to go for Elite Eagle to counter that. Expensive option for me, expensive option for him, and it comes down to who can micro a little bit better in the fight. Obviously, he can win, but you know, I have some chances to win as well. If he goes for Paladin, it's easy to stop. I just go Halb, and it's not a problem. It's very easy, okay? And if he goes for some kind of like mix of Deathball, like Champion, Bomber Cannon, Skirm, which is kind of what I did to him last game. Against that, I need the relics. So my plan is to go like a mix of Halb, Skirm, maybe with a few Eagles, or maybe with a few Slingers, and then try to win with gold in late game via relics. So my plan is completely hinged on me getting 4 relics minimum. So that's going to be the game plan. I'm going to send 1 extra build to gold here instead of to wood, which is what I normally do. And that's going to be to get a couple eagles out earlier. And take a look at this build. It's just absolutely beautiful. Like, I'm so passionate about it. Because it's like the one build that works. It's easy to do and it works perfectly every single time. It's like 0 variance. Always works. So we're going to get a couple eagles while picking up double bid axe now. And I really need to find all 5 relics, okay? It's very important. And Target's a solid player as well. Like, there's a bit of a skill gap if you consider like Elo as a factor, which I'll obviously try to leverage in certain cases. You know, I would be considered a better player, but I think he's a very solid player, especially on closed maps. He knows what to do. He's quite good at them, quite experienced at them. So,
less than three.
like, honestly, this challenge, yeah, this challenge feels like it's gonna be quite tough for me. I'm not expecting it to be easy. That's why I only put like 100 on the line. Like, that's the maximum to go for something like this. I'm gonna make a 3rd eagle here, and this is again just emphasis on getting the relics. So normally in a standard fortress build, you'd go for 3 DC right away. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do 2 DC and monastery right away, which is unconventional. But again, it's the only way I'm gonna be able to snag far relics like this. He has a counter strat to this. He can easily go for I have to run. I have to run away for castlage. Ooh, I'm not sure if I'll be able to manage. Hopefully I don't lose that guy. Maybe I have a chance. Alright, let's go for monastery. And I'll do my first town center. Oh, I lost him. That's a really unfortunate. So one of the eagles I made is actually down. Okay. Alright, that's fine. We'll go for 1 TC and 1 monastery. Oh, this gate is blocked. I'm gonna open up the hole. A bit better. Entry and exit. And I also I'm not really finding all of the relics, which is also another bad thing. So up to like a pretty bad start. But I think my game plan is good. So I can rest assured that my game plan is the best that I can do here, which is to actually play for the relics in a big way and get the eagles out and whatnot. So obviously, if we get the relics, that means we're going to be at a significant boom disadvantage, okay? So we have less economy going into the late game. That's the downside of going for the relics like this. So he'll have a window of opportunity where he can really punish us. So we're going to have to watch out for that. That's part of it. I think that's another scout, actually. So it looks like he is contesting the relics ever so slightly. Which could balance out. If we both contest the relics, our economy will be similar. But obviously he probably knows that I have my eyes on these relics. Just wish I saw more of them. I see like 3 so far. That one near his base would be hard to get, but I'm still gonna try to go for it. Yeah, he's contesting relics in a big fashion here. Very smart play, I think, from him. He recognizes the same win condition I do. And he's just gonna heal up his his scouts here. Okay, one relic successfully in, but that's not enough. I'm gonna see if I can snipe a monk going for that one. I hope I have some. I haven't scouted it yet, but I'm hoping I have something close by, relic-wise, that I can take advantage of. I could also play spears, but eagles are generally considered a bit better just because of their mobility aspect. Oh, there's another relic here as well. Try to play for this one. All right, he's just really picking me off here. It's fine. I'm gonna try to play a little bit sneaky. Like try to take that one and run off to the side. Oh, he just took the relic. Where'd he go? It just disappeared. I think I'm too slow. Damn, I'm just too slow. Okay. And he found this one. Damn, okay. I'm getting outplayed pretty heavily here. I'm not getting any relics, which is monumentally bad, obviously. Like, I'm getting only one. It's way too low. I needed 4. Yeah, this is absolutely horrible. I guess I was, I don't know, maybe a bit impatient. We're still gonna try our best. We're gonna go for the 4th DC, probably. I'll risk this, obviously. Yeah, he'll still get that relic, though. No way to really stop it. Yeah. Problem is I can't really kill his scouts, which is, I guess, another advantage that the Teutons get. Eagles are not nearly as good as the scouts are. Oh, well, this is absolutely horrible. I'm going to stop making eagles. I'm going to make a couple spears, try them out. I feel like I'm being a bit stubborn with the eagles. They're obviously not working out. If I can go for at least a 2nd relic, maybe it's enough. Maybe I've got one close by as well. Let's not be so cynical. Hold on. Let's get wheelbarrow. I'm trying to make sure my boom is still decent behind this, because I want to obviously get a decent boom. My boom is decent. Like, I got 4 TCs. It's fine. Remember, his boom will be delayed as well because he also went for like relic contest. It's just unfortunate that I'm not really finding. I'm not really finding any safe relic on this generation. So it does feel like. No way. He spots this guy. All right, nice. Ah, nice. Okay. From the spear back, hopefully no instant conversion. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Nice. Okay, cool. Getting something back here then. Not bad. No way, man. Nothing ever kills anything. Like, ooh. Ooh, that's why he was looking for the monk there, because there's an extra relic. So I can get 3 relics. That's not bad. That's not bad. Staying optimistic was really good for me. Look at that. If I was cynical and just thought, oh, he got all the relics, I wouldn't have even moved out with my monks, and I would have missed out on such a big opportunity. If I can get this last relic, I'm feeling confident with the game again. It's not the 4 that I wanted, but getting 3 is fine. I know for a fact he has 2, so this is truly the last relic. Hopefully he doesn't snipe my monk on the bottom as well. It would be pretty unfortunate. And also this relic is not guaranteed, but I think if I run bottom, let's run to the bottom. And I use the guard button, which is actually kind of smart. And let's go up to the Imperial Age now. Alright, nice. A little bit of a relic heist, just straight through the back. Alright, now let's figure out what I want to go for. So, as far as like general opening, I think I definitely want to invest into range options. But I probably need a tech halb at some point as well. But I'll start with range options. I think like just a skirm opening is good. Because skirm slinger shuts down everything, and it could actually bait him to go paladin, which is really good for me. If he goes paladin, I consider that a huge waste of gold. Okay, so everything's going pretty well for me. Okay. One thing I need to protect myself from as well is from a forward castle. Because remember, if we get 3 relics, it's not the 4 relic advantage that I wanted, sure. But I still want to protect myself from this window where he can potentially beat me, since his boom is slightly better as the Teutons. Oh, brother. He found me. It's okay, it's okay. We can try to go for it again. I'll guard him. I don't have a hotkey for that. I don't use it enough to hotkey it. I want to get the Andrian Sling or whatever it's called. Pretty good tech. Let's figure out what he's doing now. So if he doesn't show me anything for a while, I'm gonna then assume he's gonna try to do some kind of SO. No, he's okay. He's gonna do scorpions. Ah, scorpions is a good tech. That's a really good tech actually. He's gonna do champ scorpion. Oh, that sounds very hard to stop. I could try monks against that actually. Halbskirm monk. But monks could... Yeah, we're gonna have to try monks here. Monks could be really hard to micro, but I think I'm gonna go for it. I know Teutons resist me, but... Yeah, let's try this. I'll go skirm slinger monk, probably. He's gonna try to go for the death ball. Nice. We'll probably need elite eagle as well, but... Alright, yeah, I think skirm eagle monk would be good actually. That's a good one. Alright, let's try that. Skirm eagle monk. With some slingers probably as well, because he's gonna have champion, right? So the skirm is just the fodder. It's not very important. And we need to snag extra gold on the map for this to actually work. The free cannon? Chemistry would be really nice. I'm gonna go for it, obviously. That's gonna be an easy one. A lot of gold options for me. It's the only way I'm going to be able to hold this, though. Remember that. Not going to go for too many more bills. I need more pop on the field. He's just preparing a death ball. Now, I think as Incas, I can't really push into him because he's got really good defense. I have to whittle down his gold again. Like, I'm really insisting that gold is the win condition here. Not anything else. Like, really, it's not anything else. It's gold. I'm still waiting a bunch of upgrades, so... Alright, in the meantime, I'm also going to get some outposts on the side. It's just going to help control the map a little bit more. And I noticed that there's a stone out here that I'm not taking, and I definitely should be taking that before the fighting starts. Big mistake for me to not be taking that. So I'm going to distract them with these... skirms, because again, they're just fodder. He's doing something similar. I don't need skirms on this setup. I need full gold comp. Slinger, Eagle, Monk. Hopefully I can survive like that. Could also go Onagers, but that's a bit weird. Let's use my... Oh, hold on. Let's use my Eagles. Take care of those fellas. What is this? I'm not sure if Thundering affects Slingers. I'm just trying to get it just in case. I don't want to be missing it, like an important tag. Alright, here he goes. I knew that was not going to work, obviously. Need to march everything. The monks are really crucial here. Now with the monks, like, we actually have a reasonable threat to his army. But remember, I still like full gold comp for me. And I need Trebs as my siege unit. Reasonable trade. It's actually not bad, yeah. Try to trade more of his gold. Remember, we're trading his gold. Using our gold to trade his gold. Now we don't want to push with like 5 trebs. Or sorry, with like 2 trebs. We want to push with 5 trebs. Excuse me. And right away, like, I think my comp is winning, actually. I'm still missing some upgrades, which is funny. Like, I should really have those by now. But to be fair, I had to upgrade literally everything, so it's not really my fault. It's not my fault. I'm going to delete those guys. Don't need them. Now, my comp dies to Paladin, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to preemptively tech Halberdier. And the reason is, if he surprises me with Paladin, he's not going to show me 1 or 2 Paladin. He's going to run in with like 25 Paladin. So I need to prepare Halberdier just in case, so I don't have to react with Halberdier. Now, we're going to go ahead and Treb War him here and not push ourselves. This is to continue trading gold as part of our win condition here. This is in alignment with the win con. Alright. Just a trading of gold. This is exactly what we want. It looks messy. It's not great. It's not pretty. But we're trading gold. Nobody likes to lose 10 monks like that, but obviously. Kind of have to. Snag the cannon. Perfect. I could go for a push now. So I'm going full gold comp, but I'm trading against his gold, which is really good. And if you go to a full trash game, Incas win, which is why I was interested in the matchup anyway. That's what I saw when I was thinking I can win this matchup. It's like, I just saw like, okay, Incas win pure trash game. So my plan was get relics and win trash game after we trade the gold. And that's exactly what we're doing now, but we don't have all relics, so we'll see. Still could lose. I'm missing some monks here, so this is not like the greatest engagement coming up. I wish I had a few monks, but if we can snipe the castle, it's pretty good. Always mix in the eagles like this. Trading of gold, baby. Got the Trebs. The castle is really tanky, man. There was a lot of bills I just stuck on. This is horrible for me. This last couple trades have not been great. He has ironclad on his scorpions, which is what makes them so hard to snipe. I think he might have gotten faith as well, I'm not really sure. I hope I've done enough to trade. I'm gonna have to use some stone here, I think. Gonna expand like this as well. Hopefully he didn't take that yet. Oh, brother. Alright, I think I'm gonna use Halberdier now just to start tanking. Because I can't afford eagles anymore. And eagles are not doing a whole lot if you really think about it anyway. They're kind of just running in and dying. I'm being a bit more frugal now with my units. Oh, that gold is so crucial. He's kind of low on scorpions though. We're trading gold. Remember, it's not just me losing gold. It looks bad, but it's a trade. Like, he's suffering as well. Have to run in here and set that cannon. Focus those guys. Now we have the trash game. We were winning the trash game, so this is the important part. I invested my stone into this though, and I really want to continue pushing because I want that gold. Like, I've got my eyes on it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm somewhat of a gold digger. Snap this cannon. Huge. Actually, these halberds are kind of acting in the same way as the eagles are. Like, it's a meat shield. I didn't even really need eagles like that much. Well, I guess it was needed because when you had the those now I'm gonna start doing traps again. Give me the cannon. Take a shot. I took a shot. Nice. And I swear, as soon as the trash game starts, you're gonna see a shift in momentum. It's gonna be in favor of me. Alright, he's not letting me get that gold yet. That's fine. What we'll do is get a few more barracks in. And a few more ranges in as well. Not for slingers, we're getting ready for skirm in the trash game. Skirm is just a DPS unit that's... It kind of sucks, but it's like, it does enough in the late game. And my gold will be spent on Monk and Treb, basically. And isn't the thing, like, 2 in trash game is super weak. So I feel like we're really using the matchup to its fullest extent, you know? We're not just tunnel visioning on them having the better death ball. We're looking at, okay, if we can survive the death ball, first of all, how to survive it, full gold comp. And then if we can survive it, what are our win conditions afterwards? And we have the better late game, which is really huge. And he will struggle a lot now with this no food situation. Like now he's spamming trash units. He doesn't have a lot of options, and our trash units are way better. And remember, we need to push with multiple trebs. So this is it's definitely a mistake I just did. It needs to be multiple trebs. So I'm reminding myself first and foremost here. Not one treb. That's bad. Multiple trebs. Alright, let's take a second to fix my economy here. I like to do this on Fortress because oftentimes you just really forget. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to send one Halberd here just to open up the map and cause things to be a bit more complicated for him. Alright, I have to delete some vills probably just to make some more trebs. I'll delete 10 vills, not more. Because I still want to have a good flow of resources. I just need to be able to afford my trebs now. And I'm playing for that gold. If we can push, alright, push this castle, get this gold, then I have a huge boost in the late game. But we're gonna do something though. We're gonna quickly pick up murder holes. And this, just to help out the late game. We'll pick this up just in case. Really want to set up the late game properly here. I don't want to spend on a stone gate, so just do this. Alright. That's fine. Is this really open? Damn. Okay, well, I'll get rid of it though. It's fine. Now, I don't really mind losing villas. Like I was just deleting villas a bit earlier, so it's not like the end of the world. And I don't have a king, so Mysterio is safe. I'm gonna, before I show the trebs, I want to trade against him first. Oh, I just got a free cannon. Hold on. That's actually huge. Start the conversion on the scout, then switch to the scorpion, and then switch to multiple scorpions. And we also use the scouts to heal, which is really good. And yeah, okay, so now we're getting the push. We're going to use that to get some momentum. I have one castle in me via stone. And I also have this gold that I'm not taking. So that should be enough to snowball this victory. We're going to use a bunch of vills here, which we don't care if we lose. Because if we get a position and then we lose the 10 vills forward, then we get more pop for army to snowball the game. That's how we can go for the win. And remember, the longer we go on this no gold setup, where we're only relying on relic gold, the better for me. We spent like so many like fights suffering and him having the better comp for this one purpose, basically, for this one setup. In the middle of the map castle in here. Still a good fight for him. Still a good fight for him. Need to replenish my slinger numbers. And my monk numbers as well. Nice. Yeah, getting a conversion on the Scorpion is so freaking massive. Just trying to use these to dodge. And remember, I'm taking the gold off the map, which is absolutely massive as well. Should we go for a snipe on that castle? Yeah, we're pushing this out, and if you lose the Scorpions, I mean, what can you do after that? I have murder holes for this exact reason. I didn't want him to ever run under my castle like that. And Halb's just absolutely pushing late game, guys. Those scouts are absolutely worthless. Like, I don't blame him for making them because, like, he kind of has to, but man, they're so easy to play against. They just suck. Charging on the champion, and then we go for the cannon. And now we can go for a push. And we snowball it by going with forward production. It's very important. A lot of people miss the step. Alright, now let's go here with the push. Remember, 4 trebs, not 1 or 2. We need to actually push this one home. Because 1 or 2, he just sets up repairs, bring the cannon, snap the trebs, and then I'm just stuck wasting gold. But 4 trebs, you can't really repair against that. And especially in late game, where you're low on gold, let alone stone. Maybe we make some of my slingers. I've got a lot of army. But we can just push. Like, I'm not scared of him. He's got like 1 or 2 cannons. Like, I don't even care. The Halbs push everything. Like, literally everything. Let's go for the monastery. And once we get that, it's obviously GG. Got a cannon. I'll run the trebs back just in case. Yo, those Halbs didn't get in there. Those Halbs gotta get in there. I'm charging on the champion. Switch to the Scorpion. Switch to the Scorpion. Like, I will get the instant conversion on the Scorpion. Hold on, let me get him. Let me get him. There we go. Instant conversion. Instant conversion. Boom, done. Good job from him to rewall, but it's still tough. And every single time, like everywhere he looks, I want Halbs to just be pushing him. Why? Because it's just trading so efficiently and constantly preventing him from setting up a death ball. Remember, Inca Halbs are even cheap. Like they're even cheaper than usual Halbs. So think about how free this is, basically. I'm just looking for no Treb snipes. Let's get this. I made a video about Town Patrol. Gotta pick that up in late game. Yeah, a couple cannons going down. Look at that one hero Halb killing 2 cannons. Trying to break in here. If I can snag his relics now, it's GG's. 100%. This is already bad news for him. Imagine if he starts losing the relics to me. I'm going to open up a bigger hole. I don't like going in. It's just 1 tile. I have to say he played a pretty good game as well. Like, I actually really enjoyed his pump. It might have been better than what I did in the first game. GG, well played. GG, thank you. I'll drop a U2 as well. I think he did a great job showcasing the power of the Teutons there. But I think we did a good job ourselves playing towards our win condition. I think it made for a really nice video. Let's get a GG in the chat, guys. Come on. Guys on Twitch, show the people on YouTube our number, so that they can come down and join us on Twitch. Really fun one. Honestly, shout out to Target for being a good sport and agreeing. It was a fun little challenge. Spiced up the stream a little bit on this fine morning. It's 8 a.m. currently. And honestly, yeah, really fun game. I really enjoyed this one. I like playing hard matchups that have a chance to win. Like, there are some matchups that are truly unwinnable. But in this one, I do feel like Incas have a win condition. Like, the late game is heavily in favor of Incas because you got cheap skirms, cheap Halbs, and you have better skirms than Teutons. They lack Bracer, right? So even if you played skirms himself, which, you know, you might be watching this and yelling, "Go skirms, target!" My skirms would be better. My monks can convert his skirms and break up his lines in the late game. It ends up being very awkward for him to play the matchup. And then I always have, if he plays like skirm halb like I'm doing, I have slingers that destroy his halb, and I can also go with something like eagles to break the formation of his skirms as well. My skirms don't have minimum range, so his halbs are less effective. So many reasons. So even if he was able to kill all my slingers here, I would just swap to skirms. Like 30 skirms with 10 slingers is a really good backline for Incas, right? And then we use the trick of only pushing with 4 trebs, not 1 or 2. Just using a lot of different tricks. And obviously in this matchup, it's not a lot of raiding. If you watch Hussar civs play Fortress, there's always raiding going on. Like, look how exposed this is. And like, this is kind of exposed as well. Oh, I had a treb here. Wow. But in this matchup, none of us can really raid. He has Scout Cav. I don't even have anything. Like, I can raid with Eagles, but then I'm using a gold unit to raid, which feels awkward. So it's more about the push. And in this game, we're able to stall out his gold, wait till he had no gold, and then our comp is just more effective. And those halbs are pushing everything. And obviously, I covered why he couldn't go halbs. And I feel like this is a really nice show for the matchup. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you guys did enjoy this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to check out my Patreon for exclusive guides and content, including that Fortress build. And check us out on Twitch if you want to join us in the live streams. All right, that's it. Peace.